I just built a fully working Pomodoro timer app with aesthetic UI, sound notifications, session tracking, a weekly productivity report, and even an optional Google Calendar integration that automatically blocks your focus time, all without touching a single line of code. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it with Base 44. Now, I built this as a Pomodoro app because it's a genuinely useful tool. But more importantly, it's a strong case for showing what Base 44 is actually capable of. The same workflow you're about to watch applies to almost any app you'd want to build. Internal dashboards, client portals, project trackers, team tools, you name it. Once you understand how Base 44 works, you can build almost anything. Now, before we get into it, since we're working with AI, your output may look slightly different from mine because these are probabilistic models, and even if you take the same prompt and send it in twice, you will get a different output as well. And that's completely normal. What matters is the structure of your prompts and the logic behind it. First things first, you need a Base 44 account, and the link is in the description. It's completely free to start. You don't even need to add your credit card. They give you free credits so you can literally just sign up and start playing around with it. If you find that you enjoy the platform and you would like to continue building, of course, you can subscribe to the monthly or even the annual plan if you wish so and save 30% off. So there's literally no risk for you. Just click sign up and follow along with me. Now, let's start building. Step 1. App Foundation and Core Timer. The first prompt sets up the entire foundation of the app. I'm telling Base 44 to build a Pomodoro timer with 3 modes. Focus at 25 minutes, short break at 5, and long break at 15. Users should be able to start, pause, and reset the timer. I also want session data stored in a database. The date, the mode, how long was completed, and importantly, no login required. This app is fully public. Now, on the design side, I'm asking for something modern and aesthetic. Dark background, soft accent colors, clear centered layouts, large bold timer text. And I want it responsive across every screen size from the start. Now, what comes back is already a solid foundation. The timer works, the 3 modes are there, and the layout is clean. Base 44 sets this up faster than I expected. And this is just one prompt. With the timer running, the next thing I want is sound. Specifically, I want users to have options, not just one generic beep when the session ends. Step 2. Sound notifications. So, I'm asking Base 44 to add a sound selector with 4 choices: bell, digital beep, chime, and forest birds. The selected sound plays automatically when the timer hits 0. And the preference gets saved in local storage so it carries over between visits. I also want a volume control slider, and all of this should sit inside a clean settings panel that matches the existing design. The sound settings panel comes in looking sharp, minimal, on brand, and functional. That's sound handle. Now let's talk about what happens before the timer actually ends. Step 3. Early reminders. Not just a sound when the session ends, but a heads up while you still have time to wrap up. So, for focus mode, I'm adding 2 toast notifications. One when there are 10 minutes left, another at 5. Each one carries a short sound cue. For short break, there's a 1-minute warning. For long break, a 2-minute warning. The break reminders use a softer, distinct sound so you can immediately tell the difference between a focus reminder and a break reminder. All toasts slide in at the bottom right of the screen and animate out cleanly. Now, this is a small detail, but it makes the app feel genuinely thoughtful to use. With reminders in place, let's move on to tracking what you're actually working on. Step 4. Task input and session tracking. This prompt adds a task input field to the timer screen, a simple text field where users can type what they're currently working on. Whatever they enter stays visible during the session and gets logged to the database when the session completes, along with the mode and timestamp. Below the timer, there's a session history section showing the last 5 completed sessions in a clean card format, with a clear history button. And this is where the app starts to feel like a real productivity tool, rather than just a countdown clock. Now, let's focus on how it looks. Step 5. Aesthetic polish, animations, and darken light mode. This is the prompt I was most excited about. I'm asking Base 44 to add animated background elements, smooth mode transition animations, and a circular progress ring around the timer. Each mode gets its own color tone: warm for focus, cool blue-green for short break, soft purple for long break. I also want a dark and light mode toggle in the top right corner with the user's preferences saved in local storage. And the result is noticeably better, but honestly, I still felt the background was too plain. So I ran a second prompt specifically targeting the background. I asked for layered depth, large, soft, blurred orbs in coral, orange and purple tones that slowly drift and pulse, a subtle grain texture overlay, and a faint vignette darkening toward the edges. The mood of each mode should come through in the background: warm tones for focus, cool for short break, deep purple for long break. And that second pass made a significant difference. The app now has a visual identity that feels intentional. Step 6. Optional Google Calendar integration. Now, for the integration, I want users to be able to connect their Google Calendar so that every completed focus session automatically gets logged as a calendar event, with the task name, start time, and end time. If no task was entered, it defaults to focus session. There's a connected and disconnected status badge, so users always know where they stand. The keyword here is optional. If a user doesn't connect Google Calendar, the app works exactly the same. The integration doesn't interrupt anything. It just adds a layer for users who want it. After this prompt ran, I actually had a bit of a trouble locating where the calendar settings have been placed. So I used Base 44's Discuss feature to figure out what happened. It turned out the calendar settings is inside the sound settings panel, which of course wasn't ideal. So I asked Base 44 to separate them into their own distinct panel. There was also a brief issue where the focus, short break, and long break mode buttons were overlapping the calendar settings on certain screen sizes. But a quick follow-up and Discuss resolved that cleanly. So the core features are now all in. Let's make sure everything actually works. Step 7. QA and responsiveness. This prompt is a full review pass. I'm asking Base 44 to check that the timer doesn't drift, all sounds play correctly on desktop and mobile, the toast reminders fire at the right time, the Google Calendar button is visible without blocking public access, and the layout holds up across every screen size. I also added something important here. I want the timer to keep running accurately even when the user is on a different tab or has the window minimized. Browsers throttle background scripts by default, which means a basic timer can fall behind. The fix is to track the actual start timestamp and calculate elapsed time when the user returns, rather than relying solely on internal ticks. If the session ends while the tab is inactive, the sound and notification queue until the user comes back. Now, after this prompt, I caught one more thing. The "What are you working on?" task input was only showing up in focus mode. It should appear in all three modes, and whatever the user types should persist when they switch between them. A quick fix prompt handled that, and session history now logs the task name and mode correctly regardless of which session type was completed. Step 8. Weekly Productivity Report. The last feature I added was a weekly productivity report. Rather than building a separate page for it, I kept everything on one screen using a collapsible panel at the bottom. A pull-up handle labeled "This Week" that slides up when tapped. When it's collapsed, it's completely out of the way. Inside the panel, total focus time for the week, a breakdown of how many sessions were completed per mode, a daily bar chart, the most frequently logged task, and a motivational summary line based on total hours. There's also a toggle to flip between the current week and last week for comparison. The whole panel respects dark and light mode and pulls directly from the session history already stored in the database. So the question is Base 44 actually worth it? And here's my honest take. If you need a working app quickly and don't have a developer in hand, it's genuinely one of the better tools at this price point. The prompt-based workflow is more intuitive than I expected, and the output, especially for user interface and basic logic, is strong right out of the gate. You saw what 8 prompts produced today. Now that said, of course it's not perfect. The output is probabilistic, meaning the same prompt won't always give you the same results. You will spend time troubleshooting, and if you're building something complex, credits can go faster than you'd expect. Now the good news is that most issues are fixable within the platform itself. So for founders, solo builders, or small teams who need something functional without a full development cycle, this is a solid option, especially for internal tools and prototypes. If the alternative is waiting weeks for a developer or spending tons of money you don't want to, then Base 44 is definitely worth a look. Again, it's completely free to start. The link for it is in the description. Just sign up, no credit card required, start playing around, you get 5 free credits, and who knows, maybe you love it so much that you get the monthly or even the annual plan and save 30%. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this video because this channel is all about building different kinds of apps with AI. So click here if you enjoyed this video and I will see you inside.